There's literally five ways of getting customers. I've seen it, customers or guests. I've seen in a video of Hormozy. So I will attempt to explain this in a way that can be done for hospitality business as well. So the first way is always to reach out to people, guests, to come to your place. Second one is through posting social media content. Third one is to run paid ads. Fourth one is having affiliates and partnerships. Last one is having referrals. So that means from the guests that already came, they will refer other people to come. So on top of these ways of getting new guests, I want to add a little bit of nuance to it. So when we speak about the first way to get guests, when it comes to reaching out to potential guests, I already spoke about this in a different video where it could also just begin with social media. So let's say you post a video and the video is about your place and the types of food or whatever you offer. It might not just be a video, it could be a blog post, could be on Pinterest, could be a photo, could be on X, anywhere where you could post something and people will hear about it. On the radio, some people still listen to the radio. And then when people, but it's mostly more effective where it's a place where you can actually, you have a way to get in touch with them. So on the radio, they can hear you, but unless you give your number for them to call you back, that's a different thing. But in this case, I want you to have all the powers. So I want you to have access to those people in a way that you actually hold the cards. So an example will be just on social media. Let's assume you post a video and then the video does well, you get some comments, and you could literally DM those people on the basis of the video or the photo or something that you post that was funny that you could interact with, because closing will happen during a conversation. Then you could ask them about something that was about the video or the photo or anything that they commented with, or if it's just a new follower, you could hit them with, oh, I just saw that you're following us, thank you. Or it could be less generic, oh, did you just follow us for this? Or anything that could create an answer, an easy answer. It's like, oh, for every new follower, this is it. That's why I'm reaching out to you. I just noticed that you're a new follower. Every new follower of this account, we give them a free dish. Something that they can say yes to very easily. You might lose money on the front end because you want to acquire this person, but then on the long run, if you nurture the relationship well enough, they can get more people to come. And if this person comes, they might not come alone, they might come with someone else. Maybe their dish is free, but someone else comes and then it's not free for them. That's a way to acquire guests for your place. This is more, but you don't have to do it yourself. There are tools, there are AI tools that you could use to DM 100, 1,000, 2,000 people, and you don't have to be the one texting 1,000 people at once, which you probably won't be able to do. But if you had an AI agent to do this, that would be much easier, because this AI agent could talk to 1,000 people, could know what to do because their knowledge is based on what you know. The second way is to post social media content. You could use the first way with the second way. So you post things about your food, let's assume, or your nice place, or the types of drink that you serve, or anything that makes your place special. You post about it. Some people are literally looking for that with the right hashtags. And for example, Gen Z is searching stuff on TikTok now. So you could post something that is very TikTok keywords oriented, where someone would type it and find you in their city, and then they might leave a comment, or they might just come because they saw you. That's more like in the passive way, where of course you posted, you this is under your control. You can actually predict that, but I would say it's a little less under your control than reaching out. You could post a video, and then if enough people from your city saw it, some of them will come. There could be some very big correlation there of how many people who saw it who live in your city can actually come see your place if you present it in a way that is, if you have this omnipresence marketing, where on the radio you're there, on their social media you're there, on their YouTube you're there, on Pinterest you're there, everywhere they go, your brand is there, so they can come to you. Third way is to run paid ads. This is I think this will require capital upfront and some testing, of course. And a good way to also run paid ads is to start with social media, organic ones. So you post something organic and see what works, and you could use that as well to for your ads. This is something that I already spoke about as well, where at the end of the video you could just video, photo, or any creative, you could just add a call to action. The difference though with ads is like it's much easier to sell when you are giving away something. If you're giving something, when it comes to ads, it's mostly really working when you're giving away something. Not necessarily all the time, but if you're doing some sort of comparison, so us versus them, where you say, hey, this is what we offer and this is what they do, and we're better than them because we do this. So there's different ways to run ads, but you always have to give them something, not necessarily discounts, but something that differentiates you, for example, because over giving discounts can also kill you at the long run. On the long run. Third one will be that was already. The fourth one will be affiliates and partnerships. So you could partner up with companies that are not your direct competitors in your city. So for example, there could be like a gym, or they could be like like a movie store, or there could be a bookstore. Anything that is not your direct competitor, you can actually partner up with them, and then people who buy through them can get discounts from your side, and then vice versa. So that means you are giving each other guests like this because you're not really competing against each other directly. So that's also a way to do it. Last way will be referral. So this one is a bit tricky one because you can't really predict it. Everything just depends on the type of services that you provide, and then at the end, because of the good service that you provide, people are naturally just gonna talk about it. But a good way that I think helps it or improves the chances of it working, I think this is more predictable, is let's assume someone comes. If you want to encourage them to do referrals, you could use text. You could tell them, send a text, if you refer someone you could get this, for example. Or you could tell them to post about their food on their social media, and then if they post about their food on social media, then they can get something in return. And maybe when they post about it, because this is referral, the way it works, someone else will see where they went. One of their friends can ask, oh, I like that thing that you ate last time. Where was it? This is how you get another place and another guest from this person. Maybe they didn't directly ask them to come, but this is also how referral could work. But the other ones, the first four ones, I also saw on the video before this video that it's much more predictable. So it's something you can actually control. So if you reach out to 100 people, you can expect 10 people to come at least. If your video has 100 million views, maybe you can expect to sell 10,000. You know, it's more predictable. But when it comes to referral, you can't really predict it. It can double. It can be one person brings two other people, 5. So it's not really something that you can control, but it can grow exponentially, which is actually the good part of it, of that last part of how to get guests to your place. I don't know why I stood up, but something else I wanted to say is when reaching out to people, you can also reach out to people physically. You could literally have someone who goes and gives offers to people in your city. You could literally go, or you could have like stand on the center or anywhere in your city or your town that talks or that says about your place, and then that pushes people to go to your place. That's literally reaching out to people, because it doesn't not necessarily have to be digital. It can also be in person, you know?